Hello, I'm Dr. Mao. Welcome to Dear Dr. Mao, every Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today's topic is what's your new normal? And what will you change or keep after the pandemic is over? Maybe it's a new lifestyle. Perhaps a book that you've been fantasizing writing, but now you've got the time and you're finally doing it. Or rekindling an old friendship. Whatever it is that you have the choice to make your new normal stick when we return to, well, normal. I'd like to share 5 new normals for me personally. First, I'm getting 8 hours of sleep each night. I know that sounds strange, but I haven't. I wake up refreshed now in the morning and feel energized throughout the day. I plan to keep this going after the lockdown is lifted. Second, before I used to start my first patient at 7 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. Between meetings and my Tai Chi and Qigong classes afterwards, I usually leave work at 7 p.m. Now that's a 12-hour day with a 20-minute lunch break in the middle. Now I start at 7:30 a.m. and end at 3 p.m. I still teach my classes and have meetings, but I get a chunk of time in between to do, well, frankly, anything. And that ranges from relaxation, meditation, to writing blogs. I plan to keep this schedule after the lockdown's lifted. Third, Wednesday is Earth Day. The silver lining of the pandemic is that the amount of greenhouse gases from emissions and pollution has dropped precipitously. So the Earth gets a breather from human assaults. So what happens after the lockdown is lifted? Well, I've been driving a hybrid for some time now, but I plan on replacing my hybrid car with an electric car in a year. I've been walking more and driving less, so I plan to do more of that too. And at the urging of my 2 environmentally sustainable, principled daughters, we've signed up for CSA boxes, or community supported agriculture, for local produce delivery, and it's been wonderful. So I plan on continuing that afterwards. And by the way, we've been cooking more too. Fourth, before I traveled the world extensively to speak and teach. Obviously, my travels have been curtailed since the pandemic. In fact, I postponed the meditation retreat I was supposed to teach in Umbria, Italy from this past week to now spring 2021. I cannot wait to get back to exploring the world and the many wonderful cultures and meeting amazing people after the lockdown, but I will be more thoughtful about my choices. Fifth, for me personally, I think I've taken my community for granted, and since the pandemic began, the incredible outreach and sharing of timely and relevant information, in addition to heartfelt connections and random acts of kindness, have made me aware of how lucky I am and how much I treasure it. So you bet that I plan to continue to increase my engagement, like I am with you through these Instagram and other posts. I hope you'll give it some thought about what your new normal is now and how do you want it to be after the pandemic is over. I'd love to hear from you. Until next week, live long, live strong, and live happy.